If you're going on a cruise or planning to go on a cruise soon, here are some do's and don'ts for post and pre-cruise stays. When booking a cruise vacation, it's always wise to arrive a day or two before your trip. Why? Because if you're flying to the port as often as I do, the airline industry can be unpredictable with delays and cancellations. It's better to play it safe than sorry. Living in North Carolina, I usually fly to the cruise ports. I've only cruised out of Fort Lauderdale or Miami, so this information is for those of you sailing from these ports. On my last cruise from Miami, I arrived the day before and had pre-booked a room at the Pullman Miami Airport Hotel. This hotel is fantastic. My flight arrived at 11 a.m. and I was at the hotel by noon. They provided a free airport shuttle, which saved me time and money. When I arrived, I asked if the room was available, even though check-in wasn't until 3:30 p.m. The front desk clerk was kind enough to let me check in early. The hotel was running a promotion when I booked, which I took advantage of. I took an Uber to the port of Miami the next day, which took about 15 minutes. The hotel also offers a shuttle to the port at an additional cost, but you need to reserve it in advance. I booked an activity to explore the city and took a boat tour to see celebrity mansions. It was a great way to start my vacation and get my sea legs ready for cruising. The tour cost only $27. There's also a shopping area near the tour place with plenty of food and shopping options. After the cruise, I had pre-booked a hotel that was advertised as close or nearby the airport. This was misleading as the hotel is about 30 minutes away from the airport and another 40 to 45 minutes from the cruise port. Keep this in mind when booking your hotel stays. Besides that, the hotel was in poor condition and I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. It took me a while to secure an Uber because drivers kept canceling on me. The initial fare was about $35, but after several cancellations, the price kept going up. It went up as high as $85, which I wasn't willing to pay. We disembarked at 8:30 a.m. and I was out of the terminal by 9 a.m. Knowing the hotel check-in wasn't until 4 p.m., I took my time booking a ride. After waiting about an hour, I secured a ride for $36. Once I arrived at the hotel around 10 a.m., I asked if they allowed early check-ins, even at an extra cost, but they had no availability. I waited until 1 p.m. when a room became available. You might also consider booking a post-cruise activity if you can't check into your hotel until later. On my last cruise, I left on the same day, but this time I booked a flight for the next day to avoid multiple layovers and get a nonstop flight. For my next cruise, I think I'll book my return flight for the same day, as there's no need for me to stay an extra day, unless, of course, you want to. Okay, guys, so this is my experience with pre and post cruise stays. Have you had any issues or tips you want to share about for your pre and post cruise experiences? Share them in the comments. But for now, happy cruising and happy travels. See you next time.